Hello and welcome to the Spirit Safe. My name's Rob. Thank you very much for joining me. Now I have a shameful secret to share. For many years I have looked down on American whiskey. I have avoided it. I have refused to buy it. I only drank, as far as spirits go, I was only drinking Scotch single malts, the good, the bad and the ugly. The only American whiskies that I'd had were Jim Beam and the ordinary Jack Daniel's No. 7. The Jack Daniel's No. 7 I thought was dreadful. It was, as far as I remember, and I've not had it for very many years, it was a harsh rubbing alcohol and desiccated coconut sweetness. Didn't find it pleasing at all. Most people would dunk it with Coke, and I would completely understand that approach. Recently though, I've decided let's give proper Kentucky straight bourbons a go. So I went out and I bought myself a bottle of this Buffalo Trace Kentucky straight bourbon. It is bottled at 45% in North America. In the UK, unfortunately, it's bottled at 40%. Nicely priced. It is 39 Canadian dollars plus tax here. In the UK at the moment, this is on sale at Tesco for £18. Jack Daniel's No. 7, as dreadful as it is also on sale for £15. So for an extra £3 you can get a real McCoy Kentucky straight bourbon. So I bought this a couple of weeks ago. I've been going at it. I'm not an expert on American whiskies. As I say, I've only had Jim Beam and Jack Daniel's No. 7 in the past. I bought this and I've been slowly getting to know it. One of the things that I thought that American whiskey, that bourbon was flavourless and tasteless. And I realise now that that's completely the opposite. There's bags of lots and lots of perfume in it, and I really wasn't prepared for a strong flavour and smell because of the impression that I had of it. So I'll pour myself a glass, and remember, this is not a proper review. I don't know anywhere near enough about bourbon to do a full review of this. The only thing I can say is that as a Scotch drinker, I find this very pleasing and would buy it again, and it has made me want to try more bourbons, American whiskies. And it's given me, I've had to check myself. Basically my snobbery was holding me back from this. So I poured myself a little glass, as I say, bottled at 45% here in North America. Nice golden colour there. And immediately, and this blew me away to start with, a big aroma of vanilla and cola cubes, and it's a herbal note as well. Kind of chamomile as a big peppermint menthol hit to this as well. Which I find very pleasing, and it's just something you can hang out with, have fun with. A nice charcoaly, oaky, molasses, maple syrup. It's sweet but not too sweet. Kentucky straight bourbon has to be made with at least 51% corn, and the corn adds a real sweetness to it. The rest is rye and malted barley. Really nice, really interesting, herbal, good oakiness, a sweetness, a maple. It's really good, and it's an eye-opener as well. For somebody who thought that American whiskey was was rubbish. Lovely, more oak appearing, and that very powerful menthol, which you detect, by the way, in bourbon matured whiskies as well. Really, really lovely. It's sweet and sour. It hits you with an oakiness, but it's really lovely and smooth. There's kind of hints of something herbal. And a sweet, long, warming finish. It's not too peppery. After you've had one or two, it's a bit peppery on the lips, but you can just tell this is an object of quality, which I didn't expect it to be, and this is why I'm so ashamed actually that I'd ignored bourbons for so long. A nice price, and actually a real product. This distillery, I think, could be older than the United States itself. Really lovely. There's no excuse for buying the Jack Daniels. The menthol and the oak just work together so wonderfully. On the palate, the dryness and the oak works together lovely, and that hint of maple sweetness as well on the finish. Yeah, what a shame that I'd ignored bourbons for so long. Trying this and getting to know it, I've been out and bought 2 half bottles of other Kentucky straight bourbons. You will be seeing more American whiskies on the channel now. Yeah, I'm not an expert in this, but I would say that this is a product of considerable quality and I think integrity as well. Yeah, I think I will always now have a bourbon on the shelf. Who should buy this? Anybody who likes a bourbon matured whiskey, interested in trying an American whiskey, and there is a lot of rubbish out there, I'm sure, just as there's quite a lot of crap Scotch whiskey out there as well, at almost every price range there is. Less than £20, guys, in the UK, 40 Canadian dollars. It's not bad, really. I would buy this again. I'm going to try other American whiskies. This has been a gateway drug towards bourbon enthusiasm. I'm not an expert, I'm just giving my opinion as a Scotch drinker. I thought it would be interesting to just share my my impressions of my first Kentucky straight bourbon. So yeah, slightly disjointed this week because I don't really know how to weigh it up. I can't weigh it up against a Scotch because it's very much a different drink. I don't have an awful lot to compare it to, but I thought really it would be useful just to show what a Scotch drinker can get from a Kentucky straight bourbon. Anyone in the market for a bourbon at this very reasonable price? Obviously I haven't tried any others, but this I don't think will disappoint. Okay, thank you very much everybody. I really appreciate all of the likes and comments on my last video. I'm glad everybody's enjoying the content, and now we have a whole new continent of whiskies which is likely to be coming your way. So thank you very much everybody. I'm going to enjoy this very much, and yes, I'll see you again soon. Thank you. Bye bye.